I absolutely love talking about the artistic journey, and in many ways, I call the arts my children because I love them all in different ways. And actually, my first love was drawing and painting, and I think that that's actually probably what I'm most naturally talented at. When I was about 3 years old, and I started drawing, and my parents were so impressed because he was a 3 year old, you're scribbling, with your little, but my people look like people. And so they've always encouraged it. And then when I got a little bit older, I started dabbling in dance a little bit. I really liked movement a lot. Then when I got to high school, I got into acting and theater. And it was through that because I was actually a really shy kid. I was that kid who'd be alone on the playground with, drawing my Power Rangers. But it was through theater that I learned to sort of let down the walls and really let the heart sort of lead. And that led to music, because music is something that has always been deep in my heart. We grew up in a house where there was always music playing, every function, every birthday, every party. We were doing, the Cupid Shuffle, the Cha-Cha Slide, all the dances. Like, that's just the energy I was in. And me and my brothers, something that was cool. So we had a really great musical education because my parents have 12 years between them. So my dad sort of gave us that 60s soul, and my mom gave us a lot of the 80s, 90s, R&B, pop. And so we had this cross-generational conversation even then, of course, the stuff that we were into from the 90s, 2000s. And that, for me, planted a seed where I was like, I really want to do this. But I was scared. I was nervous. I was like, who am I to try and do this? Whoa, because I'm from Houston, and a lot of people in my immediate circle weren't artists. I have two sisters who are. One's an actress, the other's a writer. But an inspiration for me actually came from Beyonce. So, fun little story. My mom was really good friends with Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom, and she was also one of her clients. And so Tina was a hairdresser, and as kids, my mom would drag us to the hair salon while she was getting her hair done, and we hated it. I bring my little Game Boy and my little toys, but Destiny's Child, like back before they were Destiny's Child, when they were like Girls Time and early on, would be in the salon sometimes, and they'd be practicing, and we just thought they were just the coolest thing. And so it turned into this thing where, like, they would give us backstage passes, we'd go to all their shows, and we were some of their first fans. To sort of see that journey from, like, them singing in the salon to becoming some of the world's biggest, talent superstars made me think, like, damn, like, I know it's a crazy dream, but, like, my heart really wants to pursue this. Like, I owe it to myself to at least try. And so that was a huge inspiration for me. If we look at life as a book, and so if we're talking about my life as a book, and if it's obviously still being written, if there's one thing that I want a reader to take away from it, I would say that the distilled message is, you are enough. But not only are you enough, you're fucking bomb. And what I mean by that is, again, my life has been a journey from, when I was in fourth grade, I was severely bullied. I've occupied different spaces in my life. I've come through times when I had low self-image to times when I had higher. And the journey at this point, and again, we're still just getting started, but looking at how much I felt I was deceived when I was younger, which disempowered me. And I thought that I was looking externally for things to validate me and to give me self-worth. And it's like, no. We were actually born perfect. Like, everything you need is here. And yeah, I think that would be the message, because again, the thing that has propelled me forward in my journey, the times when again, success is something that everyone defines differently, and it's ever evolving. But the times I found the most success for myself have actually been the times when I made the choice that was most authentic to me. And there's times when that was scary. There was times when I remember when I put out one of my first videos off of This Could Be Us, off of Blue Heart, for a song called This Could Be Us. And with the video, and this was before gay marriage was legalized across the United States. And there had been, the LGBT movement was really gaining momentum, but it still wasn't where it is today. And I thought it was really important to tell the story with that video of two men who have a love story, because why not? And at the time, it was riskier because I was a new artist, and it was like, there hadn't been many works that told stories in that way. But I also, with the end, I gave it what I felt was an accurate twist for the time, because the two characters, they meet in 1969, it follows their journey. And I wanted to sort of reflect, like, progress, but also how much we have to go, because I think there's so many parallels in different movements. in the women's movement, in the LGBTQIA rights movement, in the Black rights movement. There's so many parallels, and I think that's another thing that's important for me to share in my work. So again, all I have to say is, to go back to that video, that was one of the first things that really was a springboard for me, and it was a bit of a risk. And I was like, you know what? I want to continue to do this and tell stories that matter to me. So my point is, you are enough. You're bomb. Follow your truth, because no one can tell you how to be you. Like, people will try and put you into a box and be like, oh yeah, you should be like that. You should do like this. You can draw inspiration from all over. I encourage that, but your barometer is your heart, your truth.